Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Hey, what's happening? Good afternoon here. It's Saturday afternoon, 12:02 Central Standard Time here in Chicagoland, Illinois, from the Ultimate Autographs live break room. It's your host, Rip Camelucci, along with my producer and co-host here, left over from the morning, and you're going to be sticking with us for the rest of the afternoon. Chinmay Vaidya, how you doing, my man?
Doing good. It's been a little bit of a slow morning, which typically happens when you have a killer after dark show on Friday.
Yeah.
Which bleeds into Saturday really early a.m.
Look,
sometimes, but I will say that we did do a practice squad break at the end of the show, and we did not pull a headliner. Very surprisingly, did not pull a headliner. So there are now 9 headliners in 12 practice squad boxes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Including
That's crazy.
6 authentic helmets.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we talk about the Diamond Series, which is also
We do.
Diamond Series is very loaded with 10 headliners,
Speed flexes
in 22
galore.
boxes, and 4 speed flexes sitting right there. But if you're looking at value proposition,
Yeah.
the diamonds are authentics or better. So diamonds, you're gonna get at least an authentic for whatever 96
for a single.
$96 in the single. But given the ratio right now, 50% chance at an authentic, not just a headliner, an authentic helmet in the practice squad for $49. The value proposition, I mean, that's a 50% reduction for the same quality of helmet.
Price point of the practice squad is always like sweet spot perfect to me personally for if you're looking for like that mid-range break, but like you said, the value proposition of getting a full-size authentic of not just, some bench rider or something like that, but literally like Hall of Famers, MVPs, superstars, future Hall of Famers. But we'll do a rundown and just go through the names.
Yeah.
But like the one that stands out and has stood out for me is Ed Reed.
Right.
Hall of Fame, one of the best busts in the Hall of Fame of all time.
Ed Reed is on and I believe it is on the alternate logo with the gold autograph.
The color match ink right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Buddy, believe me, I've been eyeballing that one for a while. That practice squad also had that, correct? No. That was the other mixer. Never mind. Forget I was going to say anything because that mixer's in the past.
Yeah.
And we're only looking towards the future.
Practice squad, 75% chance at a headliner, 50% chance at an authentic helmet.
All right. Well, Chinmay, thank you so much for that. I had equations just running past my face like it was Beautiful Mind. Yeah.
You're like Alan in The Hangover, sitting at the blackjack table with all the calculations running. That I've seen that GIF on Twitter so many times that you get to use the calculations a lot.
Say that again.
GIF. Is it GIF? Are you a GIF or GIF guy?
Look, what is language? You know, what is perception? I'm not going to be the one to get on you about anything like that. But I do believe the creator of the image format does indeed call it a GIF. It does stand for graphic something format. But hey, you know what? We're not here to litigate file format types. That's for another show. Catch us at 3:00.
We'll save that for 3.
And thank you for. I asked how you're doing. Talked about nothing but the helmets. I have no idea how you're actually doing, and that's the way I like it here in the break room. It's all business, no personal stuff. But you know, I am doing pretty well myself. Boy, oh boy! I said earlier, speed flexes galore. We also have that half and half going on, which all the headliners are speed flexes left in that. Let's just get right to it. Do our little housekeeping first and foremost, and figure out how many times we'll be randomizing and what our chase wheel spin will be. So we need 6 or higher on the dice. 6 or higher on the dice. Also, hey, if you're watching, welcome in. That's a 7, so it's going to stay 7. Welcome in. If you're watching across any of our 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, sound off, say hey. Let us know if you were watching with that hungover crowd. You mentioned the film, The Hangover. But yeah, that's what we've been kind of referring to it behind the scenes here, is that After Dark hangover. Yeah. Where, you know, everyone's kind of bleary-eyed and, oh, man, let's just go for a little hair of the dog. But, you know, but you're not waking up.
Yeah, there used to be, you know, before UA After Dark, there was Pac-12 After Dark.
Oh.
There's no more Pac-12 After Dark, so you got to get the After Dark shows in. The After Dark fix has to come in from somewhere else.
Oh, here we are.
We're happy to provide here.
Yes, indeed. Hey, let's figure out what our chase wheel spin is going to be. All right. If you're in the Chicagoland area, I hope you survived the sandstorm last night. All right, we got the Vault. Vault will be our chase wheel spin. There are 18 boxes left in that. I was doing this thing this week where if our wheel spin landed on something that had less than 10 boxes, I spin again until we get to at least 10 boxes cumulatively. Okay. But that's unneeded here, as we just straight up got the Vault, which has 18 boxes left, 9 headliners left, the $100 Vault key, and the $200 Vault key. So that Vault is it's in a pretty good place, I'd say, right now.
Yeah, so there are, by my count, 13 speed flexes in the room. I know, you know, there's a lot of other things that, you know, people are interested in, but a lot of folks, rightfully so, are looking at where they can get the speed flexes from. 3 of those are in the Vault. 50% chance at a headliner in the Vault. You got the AJ Brown speed flex,
Rip
the
speed flex,
Bo Jackson speed flex, classic. And the prize is the Barry Sanders speed flex. Lion King himself. That's sitting there in the Vault, along with, so, you know, not a 50% chance at a headliner, but if you throw in the 2 Vault keys, that's 11 boxes in 18, greater than a 50% chance.
11,
you know, you get that.
Sweeten them up.
You get that $100 Vault key. Let's just say you get a $100 Vault key. You get a couple spots in a practice squad.
Sure.
Get an authentic helmet out of that. Mm-hmm. Now you're talking about getting, you know, 2 helmets essentially for 1 spot in the Vault that you had.
Exactly. That
with some money left over.
Exactly. Or buy back into with a Vault single at 93, buy into the End Zone Diamonds at 96.
Yeah.
You can stretch $100 here.
The Vault key really gives you that flexibility, which is why we lump it into the headliner count, even though technically it's not a headliner. By the way, you're getting an item along with the vault key.
Yeah, it's not just the vault key. You are still getting.
You're still winning something.
A piece of memorabilia signed by a Hall of Famer, legend, superstar, MVP, current superstar, rising star. I was talking about this with someone the other day. Like, I'll get ads now for other breakers and other break rooms and stuff, and it's like, check out. Oh man, we hit a Derek Jones. I love Derek Jones. I meant to just come up with someone who didn't exist.
Yeah,
you know, like a Phil Turnblad. I know Phil Turnbull's another guy. I'm sorry, I'm not. I used all my improv up last night.
It's one of those. But
you know what I mean.
SNL. It's one of those SNL lineups that they do. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Before the game. Yeah.
But the point stands. Like, we don't have any bench riders here, man. Like,
for example,
it's always going to be somebody of note.
As an example, the break that we did this morning in the practice squad was a Joe Mixon jersey.
Right.
And Joe Mixon wasn't even a listed headliner.
Yeah.
In the practice squad.
You know why? Because we be mixing it up. All right, here we go. On to the... Thank you. Thank you. I'm here literally for the rest of the day. So let's check out this top to bottom rundown. T to B, R, D. I'm going to drop this break page here in the chat for all 6 of our viewers. Thank each and every one of you for joining us, spending your weekend with us. Stay inside all summer with us at Ultimate Autographs Breaks. That's the plan. Up at the top here, we have our half and half. We talked about all these series already, so let's dive in. We got 5 spots left in that half and half double for, I believe I saw 300 bones.
Yeah,
even. There we go.
5 spots left in the double and 6 speed flexes.
Exactly.
At least.
Yeah.
So
8 total headliners. 6. All of our photoed headliners are speed flexes. The 2 unphotoed. Up, who knows? Up for grabs.
We don't know.
Could be Tyreek Hill on a speed flex. Could be Brian Urlacher on a speed flex. But as far as our photos go, let's just start from the tippy top, and we'll work our way down. We got Steve Young. Oh, look at all these beautiful visors on all these helmets too. I don't know what Justin Herbert did to tick someone off and not get one, but we'll get to him in a second. Steve Young, man, he got that monkey off his back. Could have been living in the shadow of Joe Montana his whole career, and he said, nah, I got this. I'm going to do the thing.
Is Steve Young the best lefty quarterback?
Gotta be, right? You know.
I mean, it's only him, Michael Vick, and Tua, really, that have...
Yeah, it was... Jeff Garcia wasn't lefty, right? No, yeah. Yeah, so, you know. Yeah, as it stands right now, it's Steve Young.
Yeah.
Hands down. On that beautiful classic Golden Dome speed flex, man. That's gorgeous right there. As well as we were talking about the Ravens alternate on the authentic in the practice squad. But you could straight up get the real deal right here. Derrick Henry, who he just got
an extension. 2-year extension worth $30 million.
There you go. King Henry cashing in. On that, and you know I'm always going to be a sucker for it, that color match ink right there. With the accents, get that gold pen. Beautiful. Yeah. A signature and a pen fit for a king, if you will. Derrick Henry, seriously, one of the all-time greats at the position of running back. Just a beast. Absolutely beast. We got Justin Herbert on the Los Angeles Chargers slate right here. You got the slate with the gold trim on it, and he's got that Charger blue with that absolutely 10 out of 10 signature right there for Justin Herbert. You got the Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 inscription, as well as Bolt Up. Didn't mean to get that loud. Sorry if I blew out your speakers. Also, still available here in the half and half, the reigning, defending, undisputed NFL MVP on this wild chrome speed flex. You got the signature in the sweet spot. You got red, you got blue, and then you just got that Darth Vader top right there. That is, sorry, I'm just finished Andor. I'm incredibly Star Wars pilled right now. That's what that is. That's Josh Allen coming in at the end of Rogue One, just wrecking house.
So that's three tone on the helmet, but then the logo itself silver. So you got four different colors going on in the helmet itself
on the chrome speed flex. And the chrome speed flexes, those are like some of the most expensive versions too. So already get one of the most valuable signatures for active players out there on the market right now. On the most valuable of the valuable helmets.
And any Josh Allen speed flex, any Josh Allen helmet is gonna be valuable.
Yes,
right? That's besides the point. But this is
like
the unique piece.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the uniqueness of the piece that makes yours different.
Right.
And if you're different, maybe it has a little more value.
I'm imagining the single for this, $150, doubles $300.
Yeah.
Like that's more than worth the price of admission right there. Is the chance to land that for at such a discount. Speaking of those chromes, right next to that is a stunning speed flex. I'm all over this one. I love when they do the creamsicles anyway.
Yeah.
And the old Buccaneer, swashbuccaneer, as it were, swashbuckler on the helmet. But with this like two-tone stripe, the white stripe down the middle, you get that Baker signature, the Baker, the touchdown maker, right on that sweet spot with the color match orange creamsicle ink. Get out of town. The color match visor. Holy schmoly. If anything, you could have zero interest in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'll tell you right now, look up when are you familiar with Gasparilla?
I am familiar with Gasparilla.
How would you explain Gasparilla to someone who's not familiar with the concept?
It's like a celebration of, for lack of a better word, piracy.
Yeah.
And it seems wild.
It's basically
one of my old coworkers was in Tampa, and he basically the city essentially shuts down for Gasparilla.
It's essentially their Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
it's a pirate Mardi Gras in Tampa Bay, and everyone goes out on their boats. It's lunacy. So that's what I'm pitching here. Is if you don't even care about the Buccaneers, I don't care where you live in the country. Go ahead and book yourself a trip to Gasparilla. If you win this,
and bring the helmet. Yeah, wear the helmet.
Get snockered in your Baker Mayfield helmet. Run into Baker Mayfield while you're wearing it. Get him to autograph it twice.
Yeah, that would be insane.
That'd be crazy. You're completely desecrating a beautiful helmet, but then you get the story behind it.
You get the story. You get the double signatures. You get a lot. And I'm just looking now. So among the photoed headliners, I don't see a double up opportunity, but let's say you end up in the AFC East. You can go Josh Allen and Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
And that Tyreek Hill, we don't know. It could be a speed flex. At minimum, it's an authentic.
Yes.
And in the NFC North, you have Jared Goff.
That would be our next
Brian
one right
Urlacher.
here.
And Urlacher, again, we don't know if it's speed flex or not, but at a minimum, it is an authentic. So there are some double up opportunities among headliners, even with only 8 headliners left.
And we see all the time in the break, we get Amon-Ra St. Brown. We get Jameson Williams is in the vault right there. Who's throwing it to him? Jared Goff. That's the guy right there. I talk about just like a win-win. Go back to that Rams-Lions trade.
We were talking about that this morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, even though the Rams got their Super Bowl, right? Rams got their Super Bowl. And if you had to pick between Goff and Stafford, Stafford is probably the better quarterback. But the Lions, with Goff and the picks that they got in that deal, they have become a Super Bowl contender. And people forget Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl.
Right.
Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl and what is a former number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
He's not some random guy who just happened to luck into
He's not a game manager, you know?
He didn't luck into a Super Bowl trip with a elite Rams. I mean, they were great.
Or like, he's not a Dilfer, with the Ravens defense.
The Lions were the number 1 scoring offense last year by a wide margin. wasn't really that close. And sure, they beat up on the AFC South for most of that.
Sam Laporta's another one we get a lot.
Goff is the orchestrator behind all that.
Yeah.
And this is a season now for him to really prove that he's in that elite quarterback, just in that tier of elite quarterbacks. He's got a great opportunity to do so. And look, the worst thing that you can get in this break, say you're not a Lions fan, worst thing that you can get in this break room is a trade chip. There are plenty of Lions fans.
At the very least.
There are plenty of Lions fans in this break room. There are plenty of football fans in general in this break room who would be interested in that helmet. If you're not, and you get that, that's a trade chip at a minimum.
Dude, this rocks. This is gorgeous. This is great. Man.
And it's got the old school Bucks logo, which means it would really be a hoot at Gasparilla.
This is sick.
Like, people don't pair up black with red and blue enough, in my opinion. That's a cold color combination.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That is, and as we mentioned before, Tyreek Hill and Brian Urlacher, who is found elsewhere. We'll get to him in a bit on a very unique lid. But yeah, that is the half and half, one of our most popular series here whenever we do get it. I was drinking my coffee. As you see, we got that coffee splash here. They are no longer taunting me. I have coffee accessible in the office. And Dunkin' Donuts does not thank you. And I don't thank them because they've raised their prices recently. And I don't care for that. Here we go. They raised the prices, but they've also like completely cut corners on like their napkins now. Like their napkins are just like dollar store napkins now. It's like, come on, y'all. Come on. Stop stretching us so thin. The Diamond Series. I was here when we dropped this yesterday. We still have all these speed flexes, including this absolutely. I said series, not Siri. Go away, Siri. Not now. Jeez, whiz. I love when we get chromes like this. Yeah. It's got kind of like that frosted mug kind of deal to it.
Yeah.
You get the LT Lawrence Taylor, one of the greatest, if not the greatest defensive player in the history of the game, on the era-specific Giants logo, Chrome Speed Flex, signature on that sweet spot. Let me get that. There it is. Right there. Got the visor, got all that stuff. Lawrence Taylor, LT. Absolutely gorgeous. Great. Like, you wear that on a sunny day, you're going to cause car accidents. That's just what's going to happen there. That, boy. Now, this one, look at this Hydro cheese right here. Brett Favre on the sweet spot, Hydro Flex, get that Packers cheese head going on. And then you got bells and whistles all throughout the back of this, too. You got the Hall of Fame sticker. You got the Pete Rozelle sticker there. You got the Super Bowl sticker. Absolutely gorgeous. You got the Reggie White number. Fantastic.
Bart Starr is also there, and we looked up. Who the last Ring of Honor member was for that. Number 3, Tony Canadeo, halfback in the 40s and 50s with the Packers. But that's that Brett Favre. We get a lot of Favre in the room. I really want to see a Favre come out.
Yeah.
As a Packers fan.
A lot of really unique Favres as well lately as well.
Yeah.
Like there a few weeks ago, Joe and I pulled or it was the show before us maybe. No, it was our show. That Firehouse Favre. Dude. It's like this has nothing to do with the Green Bay Packers, but it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
This Michael Irvin is also another beautiful back-to-back Hydro Flexes here.
Unique Cowboys lid, too.
Very unique Cowboys lid. You get the Michael Irvin signature, again, right on that sweet spot. It's like they know that I love seeing it. Again, all the B's and dubs in the back, the Hall of Fame sticker, Ring of Honor numbers, Super Bowl stickers, all that good stuff. We might have some artistry credits to be given here. Absolutely gorgeous, as is everything that's left here in the this Diamond Series. We got Derrick Henry again. If you don't get him on the Speed Flex, you can get him on the Authentic with the color match visor right there. Also on a Speed Flex, Justin Jefferson in the Winter Warrior, man. That is absolutely gorgeous. Seen a few Winter Warriors in my time here so far, but none on the Speed Flex like this one. Jay Jetta's, Justin Jefferson, Color Match Inc. Baby. It's almost like I'm getting listened to. This is incredible. I know it has nothing to do with me, but I like to pretend. I like pretending. I am still a child, I guess. Bijan Robinson, man, this guy's one of the best running backs in the league today.
Yeah,
on that
and you don't see on the Rave
Falcons.
Falcons. Haven't seen that in a minute.
Lauren says, "Gimme, Lauren, you want it? Come on and get it." Got that break page linked up there. We're ultimateautographs.com. It's there for the taking. Most of these are right here. That Bijan on the Rave. I mean, the Raves are a hit here in the warehouse. Absolutely. And we're not done. We got more Raves as well in other Siri, as it were. We got this Edgerrin James on the 1.0 Salita service right there, looking good on that Colts Authentic. And then Puka Nacua. We were just talking about Stafford out in LA. Puka Nacua on the rise. Absolutely. Get him now, get him early while it's the off season. We're in between the draft and when camps are mandatory. And you know, as you see right here, we got 11 people watching right now.
I mean, look,
you want to get in a break, you can get in a break. Spots are there. Come August, September, October, it's going to be like trying to get into the most popular club in town. So again, get a drink at the bar while you can get a spot at the bar.
For sure. Puka Nacua, Colin and I were talking about this morning. Puka Nacua, battled through some injury issues last year, beginning of the season, but really, I mean, he was basically, I think it was like 950 yards or something. He was basically a 1,000-yard receiver in half a season.
Yeah.
Because he missed 7 games. And then he got ejected for punching a guy in one other game.
I mean, who among us? Who among us?
So he essentially had, he had a 1,000-yard season in effectively 10 games, but again, he played in the game that he got ejected in. So 9 games basically he had, the 990. So 10 yards away. He was basically there in 10 games. So amazing. And he's projected to continue on this trajectory as Stafford's sort of 1A receiver.
Absolutely.
With Devontae Adams there as well.
Not a bad receiver to line up on the other side of the field.
Not a bad one indeed.
Speaking of not bad wide receivers, I'd say he's pretty good. Take a look. It's in a book. It's A.J. Brown on the Rip Speed Flex right here. Custom. You got that slate on the bottom, the classic with the matte finish on top. Where's that signature, Chin May?
Sweet spot.
That's right. Beautiful looking Eagles lid right here. A.J. Brown. Absolutely. He's kind of become one of the elder statesmen wide receivers in the league,
And
but
that's in the Vault series.
Yes, we are in the Vault
series, which is the Chase wheel spin. So you could potentially, you get in there, you get in that Vault series, potentially get the AJ Brown,
potentially get a Vault key,
win the Chase wheel spin, and get some money back.
You can end up getting 2 gift cards today.
It's unlikely.
3.
It's unlikely. I won't say that it's a certainty,
but it's a possibility.
It's unlikely that the Vault key will be in the AJ Brown box. It's unlikely that a Vault key is in a headliner box, a photoed headliner box.
Correct.
That's unlikely.
But when we're talking about just the different combinations of possibilities, we are in the Vault here.
But you could get the wheel spin, which you could still get. You could get even up to 100 with the wheel spin. So you could still get something back for that AJ Brown Speed Flex if you do win it. And look, AJ Brown, I mean, he's going to be a great football player. He is a great football player.
He currently
He's
is.
going to be an all-time great football player. He's got a career in public speaking potentially after his NFL career is over. He's already got some royalties from whatever Inner Excellence display that he's been displaying Inner Excellence. He's probably got a good royalty deal from that too. So AJ Brown, not a bad investment to make Super Bowl champion who is attempting to go back-to-back this coming season.
And I believe, what was I going to say? Oh, that's what I was going to say. I believe we're 6 away in the double for the vault. Last I saw here.
6 away in the double. There is a 4-spot vault break.
Oh, spicy.
But that price point is effective to a quad.
Right.
So the benefit of that, the benefit of the 4-spot break is just that you get paired up in
you get
multiple divisions.
Directional,
Yeah.
basically. So if you get the North, that's AFC and
Yeah.
NFC. You get the South, that's AFC and NFC. So it kind of widens your net a little bit there.
But you talk of double up opportunities among headliners. I mean, Brian Urlacher and Barry Sanders. If you're a Lions fan, Barry Sanders and Jameson Williams.
I want to take a look at this Urlacher real quick.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen a hydro that's authentic. Most of the hydros we get are going to be speed flexes. This is cool as hell.
Yeah.
You get the
what's the inscription?
Hall of Fame 2018.
Okay.
Brian Urlacher.
And as we know, inscriptions, they just add to the value of the memorabilia.
Pay me per letter, baby. So those are our video headliners in the vault still. The unphotoed, we mentioned before, Jameson Williams, which you can pair up with your Barry Sanders or your Brian Urlacher. And then Frank Gore, depending on what he's going to be on, because I've seen him on Colts and I've seen him on 49ers. So depending
if he's on the 49ers, you can double up with George Kittle.
That's right, on that lunar. Yeah, who else we got going on here? We got Bo Nose. You could double up. You can Bobo it between Bo Jackson and Bo Nix.
You could do Bo Jackson and Bo Nix. Yeah, you could. That would be
Bo Nix on
double up on division and double up on Bows.
And that Bo Nix on that crazy horse rave right there, looking gorgeous. I love that he has the contrasting color complementing ink on that one, as it were. Same as that Urlacher, color complementing. The Jamar Chase also, he's got that orange ink on that 2.0 salute. Barry Sanders, always love a Barry on a speed flex, and whenever he adds on some inscriptions into the mix, that's always gonna be welcome. And right here we got the Lion King.
Spot on. Spot on.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Barry Sanders, the Lion King right there on the alternate speed flex. It's not Honolulu Blue, as we learned last week. Yeah, there we go. And as you mentioned before, got that Kittle, that George Kittle on that the lunar. That's in the vault, man. Beautiful stuff available in the vault. Excellent ratios. Vault key still available. And it is, let me flash it up here, our Chase wheel spin.
Yeah.
So everyone that's watching along across Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, let us know. Let us know what you want to see. We're not done with this top to bottom rundown. We are merely halfway. So let's check out our practice squad. Practice squad. We still got, again, you kicked off the show with this base. I asked you how you're doing, and
just
you
immediately
said no.
Immediately jumped into the practice squad
9
because it is that
headliners,
good.
12 boxes.
It is that good.
Come on. And it is. It truly is, because still left in here is the Ed Reed on the alternate authentic. Again, we talked a lot about this at the top of the show. This is the crown jewel to me, still left in the practice squad. Again, 6 authentics. Headliners still available. The Steve Smith Sr. still available. Michael Irvin still available. So 2 of the best wide receivers of all time still there. Let's go to the JJ Watt on that mini, that Eclipse mini. Aiden Hutchinson. We were talking about that. Man, these Drew Breezes go quick. Every time I see a Drew Brees and then I come back the next shift, it's like gone. Hutch, man, that's another one. Like, get in early. Like, people, he was hurt most of last year, so he kind of got memory hold.
He was a sizable favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year before he got hurt.
And he got kind of memory hold throughout the rest of the season. And, you know, I imagine he's going to be coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
So, again, don't wait until it's halfway through the year and he's, you know, on pace to break the sack record or whatever he's going to do. And you're scrambling to get in these breaks. Like, no, that could be a trade piece. That could be a flip piece. That could be what you're looking for to add to your collection. That could be a gift. Who knows, man? There's so many uses for all of these things. Who else we got in here still? James Harrison on the camo. And that's everybody. Those are all. Oh, and Darrelle Revis on the authentic
on the
rave as well. Revis Island, man. That dude was, I think it was Ty a couple days ago, was telling us about a debate within his family, that's a fun family debate, is who was better, Darrelle Revis or Champ Bailey? Which is a real like,
yeah, tough one.
Longevity versus apex type of conversation. I think I came down on the side of Darrelle Revis, but that was just me.
Yeah, I think Revis changed the cornerback market entirely, right?
We didn't even talk about that.
So that's something that gives him definitely the edge on that. But I agree with you. Yeah, longevity versus apex is probably the conversation there. But Darrelle Revis on the Jets rave, which I have not seen in the break room until now.
But they did it right. I mean, if it wasn't like the full
100%.
gangrene,
Yeah.
that would have been the wrong move. Also in the vault, like we said, Frank Gore and Jameson Williams. Here in our Can't Miss 1 and 4 Mixer series, a personal favorite of mine, we still got, we're actually looking real good in that. 7 headliners, including secondary headliners. Bruce Smith, one of the greatest defensive linemen of all time. Paul Pierce, PP, and AI, Allen Iverson, still available there in the unphotoed. But photoed, we got Ice Trey here on the City Connect Atlanta Hawks ball. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, 16-time world champion on the title belt you want him on. You want him on the big gold belt. The WCW gold right there. That's who you want, what you want them on. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the licensed Lakers jersey. Absolutely, truly one of the greatest to do it on the court and one of the most astute dudes off the court, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then we still have here on the autographed CD album cover of Folklore, Taylor freaking Swift, who has, of everybody on this right here. Oh, crap, I didn't do that thing yesterday. Sorry. I just got a text that reminded me of something I did not do. She has probably put more butts in seats than everybody on this photo.
I think the only person who has competition or who can compete is Messi.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And
now in terms of autograph value and item value, the Messi is gone.
Right.
That was blowing everything out of the water, not just in this series, but in the history of this break room.
Yeah.
I would venture to guess that Taylor Swift signature is going to be worth probably the same amount as one of these upper level helmets.
And here's the thing. If you come to this break room for the helmets, come to the break room for the sports. God, we love sports.
Look,
I'll tell you this right now. All I'll say, all right? Going to be hard pressed not to find me someone who would want something like that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. In this series, you talk about football and the helmets, and that's, probably the most important thing here in terms of, people want the helmets. The two most valuable items in this series, we know the Messi. Yeah, there was a Mahomes, so that kind of changes things.
Okay, all right. You kind of
yeah. I'm hedging a little bit with the Mahomes. Come
on, Jimmy. Let's steer out of this now.
Yeah, but the Taylor Swift auto is I mean that's going to be up there in terms of value for this series. So it's crazy that the two most prominent items probably in this series have nothing to do with, well, Taylor Swift has something to do with football.
Yeah. a little
Messi
bit.
has something to do with the other football. So they kind of football adjacent.
Look.
But there's the two but Messi is the most valuable, and Taylor Swift, I'm gonna venture to guess, is up there in terms of value.
Hey, you ain't got to sell me on it. But I will sell you on 4 spots left in our jersey break. Halfway there on the jersey break. No headliners left, but there are 3 boxes left. Let's just knock those out. Get a New Jersey series in here.
New Jersey series is in the room.
It's ready to go.
Ready to go. Four to go in the half and half double.
There you go.
So we are halfway through on that break as well. Again, you want the speed flexes? That's where the speed flexes are. Of the 13 speed flexes in the room, 6 of them are in the half and half.
Exactly. And then lastly, here in the minis, it's always a double. 6 spots left. And Aaron Jones, secondary headliner Aaron Jones is available there. So there we have it. That's our top to bottom right there.
I should clarify also that this is 13 that are listed, because there could be more in the half and half that are not listed. So
Yes.
13 listed speed flexes that we know of. There are at least 6 of those are in the half and half, but if there are more than 13, they will be in the half and half.
Yes.
So the speed flex in the diamonds, there's 4 speed flexes in the diamonds. We know that for sure. There's 3 speed flexes in the vault. We know that for sure. There's 6 speed flexes still listed in the half and half. There could be more than that
And
in the half and half,
and
but
you're-
they would only be in the half and half. They wouldn't be in the vault or diamonds.
And you refer to, the by the sheer numbers of it, there's going to
Right.
be unlisted speed flexes.
Yeah.
And now
just
here's
by
the thing.
calculation, there's 15 boxes. There's probably 1 or 2 more speed flexes that are not listed.
And so here's the
that
thing,
are in,
man.
that are in those boxes.
Speed flexes aren't easy to come by. Like just
Yeah.
an actual
sure.
just a blank speed flex helmet. It is difficult. Our teams here do an amazing job getting as many speed flexes as they do. So when we do get them, we're not getting just anybody to
Right.
sign a speed flex.
Right.
If we're getting someone to grace their name on a speed flex, it's going to be someone worth a ding dang. You know what I mean? So you're not going to get, Tim Billiams, from, the UFL Brahmas or something on a speed flex. You're going to get
Right.
someone who might even be a headliner elsewhere, but it's just,
Right.
like a Bo Jackson, for example, or something like that. There's a reason why they put them in the diamond boxes. Ain't no duds in the diamonds, as I always say. So there we go. That's what we got. Welcome in, everybody. Seems like we have a fresh little crop of new viewers in here. So welcome in. It is almost 1:45 here, Central Standard Time in Chicagoland, Illinois, in the Ultimate Autographs Break Room. I'm your host, Rip. This is Chinmay here to my side. And we are rocking and rolling. We just went through everything that we have here on the live break page. Welcome in, Eric Michael. Anyone left in the jerseys? Headliner-wise, no. There are 3 boxes left in the jerseys, and there are 4 spots left in the next break. So, $28 a pop. I don't need to tell you, Eric. You know how this whole thing rolls. But yeah, so we're halfway there. Knock that one out. 2 jerseys left, and let's just we got 19 people in here.
Get the jerseys out of the way.
We can
and
knock
then get
3
the-
jerseys out like that.
Get the New Jersey series. I see
Exactly.
the New Jersey series right there in the room, and get a fresh set of headliners in.
Yeah.
if you're looking for that in the jersey.
I haven't looked ahead or anything like that, but
Yeah.
the this last series was the real the top of the top headliner was our Favre jersey, man.
Yeah.
That and that CFL Warren Moon jersey was also really
So
cool.
I do believe I do believe there's a Favre in the New Jersey series.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I do believe there's a Favre in that. I will double check based on this.
And not a spoiler.
picture.
That's a hot tease right there.
Yeah, there's
Cody
a Favre.
Dog.
Yeah, there's a Favre. There's an Emmitt Smith. There's a Jamar Chase, Champ Bailey, Nico Collins.
Yeah. No, sorry. I saw a jersey where if we do end up getting to that New Jersey series and we start breaking into it, there's one particular team represented that I always end up breaking.
Sure. Yeah, there's a Dolphins jersey in there.
Yeah.
The great Jason Taylor. That Rip is here, so he'll definitely pull out if we get to that. For all the Bears fans watching, there's a Mike Ditka jersey. I once saw Mike Ditka at a arena football game.
Oh,
he was the owner of the Chicago Rush, which is the arena team.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting in the stands like any other person. I got him to sign one of the programs.
Question: as a fellow Arena League team owner, do you think that Mike Ditka has for sure had conversations with John Bon Jovi, who used to own the Philadelphia Arena League?
Probably. It's not out of the question.
What do you think they talked about?
It was probably just Ditka rambling on about football.
That's right.
That's 100% what it was.
Absolutely, it is. But like Cody Dog said, Cody74 Dog, what's up, guys? Let's go. It's gonna be a BA day. That's right. Michael Convey, what's up? Can you do a rundown?
Just missed the rundown.
Dog,
Michael, what? Well, Michael, what specifically?
Awful timing.
It might be better if you're pointing if you point us in a specific direction as to what you're feeling.
Let me hit the highlights. Let me go ahead and hit them with the spark notes. Let me see. Bobby Boulay here wants me to turn my jacket and shirt down a little bit. The screen's being overloaded. Sorry that we know how to color grade here, and it's not like we're shooting on digital like every streaming show out there. Sorry that our colors pop. Sorry that we stream in Technicolor.
Yeah.
We stream in VistaVision. So here, let's just go ahead and hit our top level overview. It's going to be a real quick rundown. We got our half and half up. I mean, if you're in the
four spots left in that double.
If you're in the business of speed flexes, business is good. 4 spots left in the double, and we still have all these amazing names and helmets in here. All speed flexes left in the photo.
At least 6 speed flexes left in 15 boxes.
Bobby, that's the next idea I'm going to pitch.
At least.
Is UA and IMAX.
Yeah, at least 6 speed flexes left in the 15 boxes.
Steve Young, still available. Derrick Henry, still available. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. Look at that, Josh Allen. Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, all still available. Tyreek Hill and Brian Urlacher available in the unlisted right there. Here's that Baker. Man, that Baker's insane. I can't get over that. Or UA at the Sphere, Bobby says. Imagine a speed flex on the screen at the Sphere. That'd be too much, maybe.
Don't make it the Chrome speed flex.
Robert Boucher Jr. I prefer the guy breaking boxes in his damn kitchen. William Maynard, I usually take the headband off after I finish washing my face. All right, guys. All right. We're all having a good laugh. We're all having a good laugh at Rip's expense.
2 spots to go in the jersey break.
So y'all know what's going on.
So, that's, no headliners left in the jersey series, but the quicker we get through these boxes, the quicker we can get to the next jersey series. Fresh set of headliners.
Here are the diamonds. Plenty left in the diamonds, such as in our unphotoed, we got Antonio Gates, Hall of Famer, and AJ Green. And then still photoed all of our videos. So Lawrence Taylor on this frosty chrome Giants lid. Brett Favre. Oh, hey, Tim Sievert. Sorry, Bobby Boucher. You never know. You don't want to make any assumptions. They make, what they make out of you and me. Brett Favre on this Cheesehead Hydroflex. Look at this thing. Got all the stickers, all the information on the back. That's a resume right there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then also on a Hydro Speed Flex, Michael Irvin on this incredibly unique, beautiful colorway here for the Dallas Cowboys. Also still available. Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson on the Winter Warrior Speed Flex, Bijan Robinson, Edgerrin James on the 1.0, and Puka Nacua. Mama says alligators are ornery because I got all them teeth and no toothbrush. That was an awful Waterboy impression.
We do have the jersey break ready to go. 2 spots got closed out.
Bang, bop.
So we do have that ready to go whenever you wrap up your next series. On
the big thing to know about the vault right here, 9 boxes left. 2 vault keys left. 18 total boxes. The 200, the 100 vault key still available. We have this up in 8-spot breaks, and we also have a 4-spot break up. We've been experimenting with those. Y'all seem to be responding in a positive manner, so feel free to fill those out in whichever way you like. But we also still have this Bo Jackson Speed Flex. We also still have the Brian Urlacher Authento Flex. Sure, why not? No, that's no flex. Hydro Authentic. There we go. That's what I meant. Jamar Chase on the 2.0. Barry Sanders on the Speed Flex. AJ Brown on the Rip Speed Flex. Kittle and Bo Nix also still available. In all those different iterations of the vault here in the practice squad. Look at all these authentics is still available. Ed Reed, Steve Smith Sr., Michael Irvin, got JJ Watt on the mini, Aiden Hutchinson on the authentic, James Harrison and Darrell Revis on that camo and rave. That's a Darrell Revis right there. Holy cow, we're on a roll. 1 and 4 still going strong. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the licensed jersey. Ric Flair on that big gold belt. Ice Tray on the City Connect Atlanta ball. And then, of course, Taylor Swift on the autographed Folklore CD. And then, yeah, those jerseys just closed. And we have Aaron Jones still in the secondary headliner with the minis. So let's get down to business to defeat the breaks. So you see we have our numbers scrolling across our ticker there. So please, if you are in that break there, Charles Hall, Cody Metcalf, Tim Sievert, Eric Burns, or Nathan Davidson, please drop me a box number or wheel request. We have 1, 3, and 29 left. So box number or wheel request, I'll let that go through one more time on the ticker to get that all set up, and we can proceed as usual.
Yeah.
So Charles, Cody, there we go. It looks like I got Tim here first with 29. 29. We did not have 4 there, Cody. So we're going to go with 29. I'll update that on my ticker. Ooh, that was a unexpected spot for that to show up for me. Thank you so much, Chinmay. And let's get our names in the randomizer. And start the fun. Oh, let's get that up. There we go. And this is what happens when it's a 2-man operation. We had it all down on a note. It is 7 on the randomizer today. 7 randomizations, but I look a lot older. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is kind of a beautiful thing I love about their not being headliners is we don't know what's left. So all of these divisions, you know, you're not like, oh, darn, I don't have any shot at this person. Everyone's got a shot at everyone here. So Charles Hall, you are in the NFC North. Cody, did I? Yeah. Cody Metcalf, NFC South, NFC East, Eric Burns. NFC West, Tim Sievert. AFC North and South, Nathan Davidson. AFC East, Tim Sievert. And AFC West, Eric Burns. Best of luck, everybody. I got a little peek in the warehouse. We got our actual mini boxes back.
Ah, okay.
So hopefully the actual jersey boxes will be coming back soon too.
Cool.
Oh, interesting. Name maybe a little bit before my time. So I just want to provide context. Here we are. But here's again, just another thing to the point. The Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Right here. 9-time Pro Bowler. 7-time on the All-Pro team. Super Bowl 12 MVP. MVP, the Manster, Captain Scab, Randy White here on the JSA certification on the Dallas Cowboys laundry right here. Hall of Fame 1994, Randy White, Cowboys legend right here. So that's going to go to the NFC East. That's going to go to Eric Burns. Eric, congratulations there. Eric Burns got the second half of that jersey break kicked off.
Yeah.
There you go. Randy White. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not just some schmuck coming out of the unphotos or whatever. Like, if you're a Dallas fan and you go way back with them, you're being like, oh, yeah, Randy White, that guy literally won us a Super Bowl.
Yep.
You know? So, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know? That's all. That's all. Manster. William Maynard coming in saying, there you go. Maynard knows. Maynard knows what is up. So congrats there, Eric Burns. Do-do-do-do. All right. There you go. You know, I imagine it's like the same way, you know, I'd react to like a deep cut dolphin name.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Yeah.
Like
And
last week.
Plenty of Cowboys fans out there. Plenty of Cowboys fans out there.
Like last week, I think Joe, as an example, just threw out a name for a older random Dolphins player. He said Gary Yepremian. I'm like, yeah, man, I would absolutely mess with a Gary Yepremian.
Cody.
Nice. There you go.
He's a Cowboys fan.
See, thank you for proving my point.
Yeah.
Good signature there, too. Good stuff. Congratulations yet again. So what's the next move, y'all? What's happening? I know we are we still 4 away in that, what was that, the vault double?
We are still 4 away in the half and half
Half
double.
and half.
Half and half double is 4 away. So, you know, if you want to see helmets, if you want to see speed flexes, that's the break to get into for the speed flexes. That half and half double, 4 to go. Again, reminder: 2 helmets come out in that double, and you could win both.
To heck with seeing speed flexes. If you want to win speed flexes, that's where you got to get. That jersey here, Tim, that jersey reminds me of the last time the Cowboys were relevant. Oh, come on, Tim. That's not true, is it? No, it's not. He retired in '88. They've been relevant since then. But jokes are good jokes, though. There we go. All right, what's the move, gang? What are we looking for? I know y'all love your speed flexes, so yeah, the diamonds, the vaults, they got speed flexes, but baby, we got a half and half on the table here. Let me go ahead and pop that in there. This is the half and half double. I mean, it may be apropos, though. Close enough to 30 years. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, our half and half is halfway there, Chinmay.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? The half. I don't know.
Maybe half of the break will be speed flex. Maybe half will be authentic. We are 50% on headliners, just over 50%.
That is true. That is true.
So we could do 1.
We're halfway through that series too.
Yeah.
There's 15 boxes left of a 30 box. The numerology is going nuts right now. Okay, hold on.
We got to see if it means anything to us.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
There was a bit of a soccer conversation in the last show. Man City has lost the FA Cup final to Crystal Palace. This is the first season since, second season, because in his first year they didn't win anything. Only the second season in Pep Guardiola's tenure that Manchester City has not captured any trophies.
Wow. How long
And
is
he
that?
started
tenure?
he started in 2016.
Dang.
So
all
the
right,
2016 season they didn't win anything.
we're coming up
His
on
first
10
it's
years there.
Yeah, his first season they didn't win anything. Every season since then, they have won at least one trophy. So either Premier League, Domestic Cup, or Champions League. They have won at least one. In many of those seasons, they have won multiple trophies. Now, most soccer fans don't count the Community Shield as because it's like a glorified preseason friendly, essentially, to kick off the season. But Man City did win the Community Shield this year.
Hardware is
so
hardware.
If you want to count that, then they still have won something, but it's potentially, Man City potentially could be in a bit of a rebuild, and maybe Guardiola goes elsewhere. Maybe Pep Guardiola comes to join his old buddy Lionel Messi in
Down
Inter
in
Miami.
Miami?
Who knows?
Man. Erling Haaland's still on Man City, right?
Erling Haaland is still with
we
Man
had
City.
him in one of the previous 1 and 4s.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
We had the cleat. The Erling Haaland cleat.
A boot, as it were. Let's see. We got WNBA action going on right here. Liberty up 36-25 on the Aces. Been loving that early action in the W. What else we got? It's rivalry weekend in the MLB.
I don't know what that
Chimaze.
means, man.
Well, it means all the in-state rivalries are happening.
Like,
None of the real.
these 162
This is-
games.
It's
Like,
basically like college rivalry week, in which it's like, all right, well, unless there's like, a real historic rivalry, we're just
Yeah.
gonna run back a lot of the
Okay,
interstate
all right,
rivalries.
all right, fair.
Because that's more or less kind of what it is. You look at all the
we
you
had
get
Crosstown Classic
Crosstown
is going
here,
on.
you get
yeah.
the Subway Series,
Yeah.
you get
Okay, those
it's
are
much more geographical.
All right, those are actual rivalries.
Well, okay, let's run it down.
Yeah.
we can do. We did this with Mike yesterday. We could do this. I'm gonna make it all geographical.
Okay.
All right. Obviously, the Subway Series, all New York, Chicago, all Chicago. Detroit and Toronto are much closer to each other than I ever really realized. There's
okay, fair.
like they
but,
yell at each other from across the lake. It seems.
fair, but like, is that really a rivalry?
I think it is to them. I think they have like a civic rivalry.
I'm not
like,
buying.
Like Detroit's a better
I'm
town.
not buying.
Detroit's stronger than Toronto, type of thing.
I'm not buying that.
Okay,
I
all
will.
right,
I
all
will
right.
buy. I will buy the DMV rivalry.
All right, we're okay. All right, so yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Next is Battle of the Beltway. So we're
Yeah.
3 for 4.
I'll accept the DMV.
All right, so 3 for 4.
Regional rivalry.
The struggle for the Sunshine State.
Okay,
and
I have no comment on this one. I'll let you. You're
there's
the
a-
expert. You're the expert.
There's a reason why I said it's a struggle for the Sunshine State. Yeah, these two teams they barely know each other exists.
Yeah.
So that is just, again, purely a geographical machination.
Right.
Pittsburgh and Philly, it's the poop series. They retired that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They retired it, that scoreboard.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if they're like.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
another in-state rivalry.
Yeah.
So, it will be what it will be. And again, some of these used to be made a little bit more special in that they were also interleague as well. Whereas
Yes.
this one, not so much. They've been playing each other for decades, if not hundreds of years. Cleveland and Cincinnati, the Ohio supremacy. Again, no matter which of these teams win, they're still in Ohio. So, really no winners there. But
Yeah.
again, interstate. Houston and Texas.
I'll give you that one because they've played a lot. They used
Yeah.
to be in the same division.
Yeah.
And they are in the same division now. So division rivalry, I'll give you Houston and Texas. I'll accept that.
Missouri, the Show Me series, St.
So-
Louis and Kansas City.
I as a University of Missouri alum, I know a lot of Cardinals fans and Royals fans, and that was the Royals went to multiple World Series during my time in college, so that was a big debate: Cardinals versus Royals.
Okay.
Not to diminish the Royals fans, but I just think there's a lot more Cardinals fans, and I just think there's a lot more affinity for the Cardinals. I don't know that it's a rivalry.
Okay.
That's a very that's a very niche, you're on the I-70, like you have to be on I-70 essentially to have any stakes in this rivalry.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm not going to count that one.
This is you're hitting up plenty of Buckies in between between these games. The next one I get. It's a stretch, but it's more historical than geographic. Atlanta and Boston.
I'm not buying it.
Their two histories are inextricably linked through franchise moves and so on and so forth.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I still don't buy it, but like
I'm just trying for something here.
I'll
I'm
give you,
grasping
you know,
at
I
straws.
give you, I didn't give St. Louis, Kansas City, so fine. I'll give Atlanta, Boston, but I don't buy that one.
Minnesota Twins and Milwaukee Brewers. Anything there?
No,
I didn't think so.
nothing. There's nothing for
Midwest, I don't
Okay,
know.
there's nothing for the next three, but the last two.
Well, okay, so
The last two are
Colorado and Arizona, just battle of a couple expansion teams.
The Rockies are giving the White Sox a nice little run for their money as to who can lose more games this season.
Seattle and San Diego, nothing there. Just again, they're not all going to work. You know,
I
You
just
gotta-
don't think.
you
Yeah,
gotta
like I
force
just
some
don't think
in.
there's like they may both be good teams. Like look, the Brewers and Twins are both decent teams, but there's just no like.
Yeah.
There's just no affinity for either fan base to each
Right,
other,
right.
right?
But
Like,
again, like I said,
yeah.
when when you have an idea that you can't fully
Sure,
flesh out,
sure.
it's like, oh yeah, I guess, and you two are I guess are going to play each other that weekend. The Athletics,
Yeah.
the parts
This is-
unknown
yeah.
Athletics versus
Yeah.
the San Francisco Giants.
This is
a thing.
no, it no longer is a thing, but it used to
Well,
be a big thing.
Yes.
Used to be a really big thing because there's still like again say what you want, but like the perception of San Francisco versus Oakland and
Right,
the
yeah, of course,
disparity
the whole
between
Bay
the two
Area, yeah.
disparity between the two cities.
Even cross sport it. The tensions that were created when the Warriors moved from Oakland
that was
to,
huge.
to San Francisco.
Yeah, there not a lot of people were happy about
Yeah.
that, and probably still some people who are sour about the Warriors jumping across the bay. So that there's some real tension between the fan bases. I don't know that the A's ownership cares that much.
Oh, what do they care about?
But it's a good point. What do they actually care about? So that's definitely a real one.
And then, of course, the fight on the freeway, Angels and the
I'll give you that
Dodgers.
one too. I'll give you that one too. The Angels have really messed up because there's the Ohtani factor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that carries a little more weight.
Sure.
The Angels have really botched having a generational superstar.
Yeah. Oh, many times.
They have really
Time
screwed
and
that.
time again.
Really screwed
They're
that
pretty
one up.
good at it.
Really
actually.
screwed that one up. So
I'd say we could stretch, get to 50%.
Yeah.
But again, it's a real half-baked idea. And again, half just being a reoccurring number here. Josh Stone. I see you. I'm not ignoring you here. The Brock Bowers is not in the vault any longer.
No.
But what is still in the vault, that Bo Jackson speed flex. So if you are looking for a Raiders speed flex, that is still there. As well as that Barry Sanders and AJ Brown speed flexes are still there. If you're looking for straight up Raiders,
Bo Jackson in the vault.
that'll probably be your best bet right there is Bo Jackson in the vault. Yeah. And we also have a Bo Jackson on a personal rep if you'd like to buy a personal mystery box as well.
Yeah,
So
the
there
thing
you
with the
have it.
personal is that you won't know which
You don't.
box it is.
It'd be a leap of faith.
So in which case you're better off going in the break.
You know who also doesn't know? Bo. Bo don't know.
Yeah,
What box
if
he's
you're
in.
like if you want the guaranteed win with the personal, I get it. But if you're going for something specific like the Bo Jackson in this case,
Mm-hmm.
you're better off going for it in the vault because the price point is better relative to what you're trying to do
Of
with the
course.
personal.
Look at Josh Stone platform hopping over here. You got it, man. You got it. We are halfway there in the half and half double box series.
That's where the speed flexes are.
Exactly.
That's where the speed flexes are.
That is one of our most popular series here at Ultimate Autographs for excellent reason. Every headliner that we have left is a speed flex. Down from this Jared Goff to this Steve Young and a lot of these in between. This crazy creamsicle two-tone Baker Mayfield speed flex. This out of control Josh Allen tritone, quad tone, technically, chrome speed flex as well. The Derrick Henry on the alternate Ravens, the Edgar Allan Poe special right there, as Mike likes to call it. With the color match ink, you get the complementary color, the Charger blue on the Justin Herbert we have here, on the slate we still got, the Steve Young we still have, and then in the secondary headliners we still got Tyreek Hill and Brian Urlacher. There are either of those could be on a speed flex as well. We do not know how. Y'all know I don't like to count. No spoilers for me. I like my surprise to be genuine. Not that anyone else here is like memorizing the actual series or whatever, but still. Here's what we got. How are diamonds looking? We got just the 8-spot diamond breaks, right? Or
so
no?
the diamond is.
Yeah. We only have the 8-spot diamond breaks for the diamonds, because I know we were also experimenting with those 4-spot breaks.
Yeah, the 4-spot. There is one in the vault, but there isn't one in the diamonds. The diamonds are the best value, because every helmet is authentic or better.
That's right.
So you're guaranteed at least an authentic if you do win in that break. Now there are 4 speed flexes, and the diamonds, pretty good headliner ratio. 10 headliners in 22 boxes, just under 50%.
And truly, it's not just like the caliber of helmet is the best value, because it's
Caliber player too,
authentic or better, but exactly, like dudes that are headliners or secondary headliners elsewhere are and more monsters in the diamonds.
I mean, you get that diamond double, and I'm looking. I mean, the most obvious double up opportunity is the Justin Jefferson Brett Favre speed flex combination.
How do we add noises to this? Because I want to add the Jeopardy daily double sound. So every time we do a diamond double,
the sound effects.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure you can load.
I'll look up a YouTube tutorial to figure that out.
You can load up some sound effects, but you got the speed flex double ups. You know, Brett Favre and Justin Jefferson, Michael Irvin and Lawrence Taylor. Those are speed flex double ups that are readily available in this diamond series.
You want to get crazy? You want to do a diamond quad? You can find yourself hitting all sorts of combinations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, that gets pretty wild when that starts happening. God, yesterday in the morning we had like 3 Eagles helmets. 2 of them were Vicks.
Yeah, just line up all the Eagles at that point.
Exactly. And then Mike went on to hit like 2 more Eagles in the later shows. They were certainly flying. Oh, look at that. Just announced Alexander Ovechkin will be returning for his 21st season in the NHL as he prepares to turn 40 years old.
He's trying to win one last cup.
As he should. I mean, if the team's good.
Last cup, yeah. Ovi, I was first job that I worked at. The year the Golden Knights, it wasn't that wasn't the year that the Golden Knights. I'd already been there for a while, but the Golden Knights, their first year, made the Stanley Cup final, and it was against the Capitals. And one of my coworkers was a big DC guy, and he had already witnessed like the heartbreak with the Nationals so many times in the playoffs. And I was like, what do you like? Ovi is a legend. This is a great opportunity for Ovi. He said, I'm so used to DC heartbreak that I'm just expecting that they'll lose. Mm-hmm. And I think they lost the first game. And he was like, yeah, like it's like Vegas is a story of destiny. But then they won the next 4.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's always interesting to talk to someone.
And then the Nationals won. And then the Nationals won the World Series like a year later.
It's always fun to talk to somebody from a downtrodden fan base, as opposed to like a delusional fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like
depressed versus delusional.
Yeah, I've talked about this enough with Bears fans up here, or just in general Chicago fans up here. Very delusional.
It's May, so the Bears are back,
and I can relate.
Bears are back because it's May.
Dolphins fans, they tend to shade more delusional than depressed.
Okay,
but for the most part, South Florida sports fans are just are just unbearable. That's where they fall on the spectrum. I take no claim over Dolphin or over Miami sports fans whatsoever. Hey, Josh Stone is correct, by the way. There's 6 left in that vault single. It is our Chase wheel spin today. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Get up in that vault.
6 left in the single, 6 left in the double as well.
There are 2 vault keys left, 9 headliners, 2 vault keys. So let's go ahead and call that 11 boxes with sweetness in them. They are sweetened up. 18 boxes left. So that's greater than 50% if you ask me. And guess what? Nobody did, but I am hosting the show, so that's my job. The $200 vault key and the $100 vault key still available. And yeah, the Bo Jackson on the Speed Flex, Urlacher, Chase on Authentics, Sanders, AJ Brown on Speed Flexes, Kittle and Nix on Authentics, that Nix on a Rave, Frank Gore, J-Mo Williams still available in that vault. Is 6 away. And again, you're either solid odds of either coming away with a headliner or, again, you get a double. You can get a headliner, you get 2 headliners, you can get 2 vault keys. You know, the combinations.
Possibilities are endless.
And then you get maybe one of those vault keys. You're getting out of there with, you know, either
an item,
a rep or an authentic.
Yeah.
A $200 or $100 gift card. And then you win the Chase wheel spin, another gift card. Anywhere between $1 and $100.
Yeah, and who's to say that you don't use that vault key to get back into, let's say, a half and half, and then pull a Speed Flex?
Let's say something crazy happens. Yeah. Let's say something crazy happens. You get the $200 vault key. You win the Chase wheel spin. You get $100, a full great. But we set all this up to be possible, no matter what the odds.
It's possible. Anything is possible.
As Mr.
The great KG
Kevin
said.
Garnett once said. And then you got $300. You could take that, head on into the half and half double, which is halfway there, and potentially double up on some stuff, you know, or come away with a Speed Flex.
Yeah, I mean, you could do Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen is right there.
Exactly.
As a double up opportunity.
You know, there's another one there, right? Yeah, Goff and Urlacher.
Goff and Urlacher.
Yeah.
Among that's only
what we
among,
know of.
That's only among headliners.
That's what we know.
That's
of.
only among headliners.
Again,
so you can double up.
Half
You can double up on other things too.
Comes in those diamond boxes. So the same ethos goes for the diamonds. Is it's not just the caliber of helmet, but the caliber of name in those and more monsters.
Yeah.
Is a way I would like to refer to them moving forward. So, good afternoon out there in streaming land as I look down the video scope. We are here just 17 minutes after 1 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Chicago, Illinois, live from the Ultimate Autographs Break Room with your host, Rip, co-host, Chinmay. And we are rocking and rolling here, just lusting after all these unopened boxes. I am fueled, not just by coffee, but by opening these boxes. You see, the less boxes it's like, oh no, he's powering down. He's powering down. But yeah, take a look at the page. Let us know what you want to go after. Let us know how you're doing today, how you're spending a nice Saturday afternoon aside from checking us out on either Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Just hit us up. Let us know. Y'all got real chatty for a second there and then just disappeared. What's happening?
Well, Thomas is coming in with 4 spots in that half and half double, and we are going to do that.
That'll do it. Here you go. Thomas Krupp.
Thomas, it says Hupp.
Hupp. That's what it was. Sorry, I'm thinking of Officer Krupke.
But yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes the system might do some weird things, so you never know.
Kindly Sergeant Krupke, you gotta understand, it's just a bringing up key that gets us out of hand. Thank you, Thomas. I knew it ended with an up though.
Okay, all right, that's close enough. Let me find okay, half and half double. This will be half and half number 3.
Excellent. So. What happened here? So please, for the half and half double number 3, Scott Deans, Rob Barnett, Karen Reagan, or Thomas Hupp, hit me with a box, 2 box numbers, or a wheel request. 1 and 13 from Thomas. 1 and 13 in the half and half. Thank you so much. 1 gone. The Warren Moon number. The Tua Tagovailoa number. 13. The Dan Marino number. And that's the reason it can't be the Tua Tagovailoa number, because that was his college number, and I'm sure he would have worn it in the pros if he didn't get drafted by the Dolphins of all teams. So there you have it. Thank you for the box numbers. Let's go ahead and get y'all randomized. Where'd you go? Thank you, Chinmay. There you are. There you are. All right. Names in here. We are randomizing 7 times as dictated to us by our dice roll at the beginning of the show. 7 times, 7 times, 5, 6, 7. All righty, here we go. There's so much, such fertile ground to be broken here. Up in the NFC North, closing us out on the break, Thomas Hupp. NFC South and NFC East, Scotty Deans. NFC West, Karen Reagan. AFC North, Rob Barnett. And the AFC Southeast and West, Thomas Hupp.
Thomas is in the headliner double up spots. That's right. That's what happens when you buy multiple spots, and he's also got closer magic going for him. So that's sometimes you just got to buy your way in.
You can't control where you end up divisionally, but you can control the odds of where you end up divisionally. Yeah. So there we go. Box number 1 of 30 in our half and half. Best of luck, everybody. Here we go. Sorry for the suspense, but I got to get this tape off my fingers. Okay. Okay, here we are. Well, we're about to find out one of the mysteries of this series. And it's going to be Brian Urlacher on an authentic Chicago Bears lid. Beautiful, beautiful piece right here. He's got the Hall of Fame 2018 inscription. This is a nice little preview of what that Hydro Authentic would look like. Right here. Here's that Bears lid Beckett certification on the back. Brian Urlacher with a team. For a team that has a long and illustrious legacy of linebackers.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian Urlacher, certainly in the upper echelon of those. Brian Urlacher, that's going to be an NFC North hit. Thomas Hupp, here you go. This is what the road to doubling up looks like. With that first step.
Little bit of closer magic there for Thomas. Congratulations.
Box calling magic as well.
Yeah. Is Thomas a Bears fan? Or is he a fan of another team?
Heck yeah. All right. Mr. Urlacher, I respect you too much to put you back in the bag. You're hanging out with us.
Yeah, you can leave him out.
Could and we will. All right, next box. This box 13 out of 30, number 2 in the break. Best of luck yet again. All righty. This bag usually bodes well. Thomas is a Commanders fan, but loves collecting.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just in it for the love of the game.
Yeah, that's great.
Speaking of the love of the game, baby, here we go.
Woo!
on that Edgar Allan Poe quote, "The Raven Nevermore." It is King Henry, Derrick Henry on the Ravens Speed Flex, alternate. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous helmet. Love the gold trim on here. Love that purple, that royal purple. The color match is absolutely out of control. AFC North, Rob Barnett sniping it out here.
Yeah.
Congratulations with the Derrick Henry Ravens lid.
Great hit.
Gorgeous.
We talked about Derrick Henry just signed an extension with the Ravens,
indeed.
2 more years. Looks like he's not going to be slowing down anytime soon.
That's right.
A man that you do not want to try to tackle in the open field. Really anywhere, but especially in the open field.
Yeah, I ran into him at Food Giant, and I tried to tackle him at the deli. Didn't work. Oh man, yeah, this is beautiful right here. Absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations, Rob Barnett. This is a heck of a piece. Heck of a piece. Beckett certified, and as Chinmay predicted, this was indeed a half and half. We got an authentic. We got a speed flex. So the halves continue. The halves have it.
The halves have it. And look, even though we pulled 2 headliners, the ratio is still
great.
Close to 50%.
Yeah. 6
out of 13 in the headliners, and you still got 5 out of the 13 as speed flexes, greater than a 1/3 chance. So the headline, we pulled 2 headliners, and that's great for Thomas and Rob.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you missed out on this one, there's still plenty of headliners out there, plenty of speed flexes out there in this half and
To
half.
be perfectly frank, the chase absolutely should be on for that Josh Allen speed flex. That should be what everybody is after. But, Karen here, I never seem to land in the NFC. Nice hits for these lucky winners. Well, Karen, that is very interesting. Also, yes, absolutely. Congratulations to the winners.
Yeah.
Boy, who? Oh man, I don't even want to ask this. Who? Open field. Derrick Henry, Brian Urlacher.
Oh boy. Well, so I'm biased as a Packers fan.
Okay.
I don't want to give Brian Urlacher credit for anything really. I just think Derrick Henry is so much bigger than the running backs that Urlacher would have normally faced in that era.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go with Derrick Henry.
You're not exactly tackling Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, I'm not exaggerating this. Like that, like Derrick Henry standing next to Mark Ingram picture that makes her like Derrick Henry is legitimately massive.
Yes.
We know all the measurements and stuff. Like that is legitimately a massive person.
Yeah.
Even for a player of Brian Urlacher's caliber to try to tackle, I think I roll with Henry.
I think they collide and then both of their bodies explode.
They're just like a black hole. There's like a black hole in the middle of the field.
Yeah, real Looney Tunes
Sucks
style.
everything into.
But so Karen, what I was about to mention here, if you're trying to land in, if like, the divisions are just not falling your way, the way you'd like to see them, the where you'd like to be. I mentioned, this past week, really, we've been experimenting with these 4-spot breaks.
Yeah.
And what that does, I'll go ahead and just drop that in here because we have this in the vault.
I believe Karen is in a 4-spot break.
Oh, no, well, then you know all about it.
That might be the
this
reason.
one?
That might be the reason for being in the.
Well, then
4-spot
then I don't need to sell you on it. But if anyone else is curious, well, here this is. It's our 4-spot vault break. Instead of being sorted by the specific division, you get sorted by just the directions on a compass. So here's that vault 4-spot break right there for anyone else who's looking to kind of cover the bases between the AFC and the NFC, which I totally get.
Yeah.
And this is a 4-spot double box break. So we'll still be opening 2 boxes, but your chances at